What's up, y'all? Good morning. Good morning. So this morning, I kept on trying to figure out what angle am I gonna come to them from. You know what I'm saying? I kind of already knew what I wanted to talk to y'all about, but I didn't really know how I was gonna start. I didn't really know what angle I was gonna come from. So I decided to give y'all, I guess, an example or an analogy that I've been thinking about probably for the last year. And it's called the rope dope. Okay? A lot of y'all probably saying the rope dope. What's the rope dope? Well, the rope dope is a signature phrase that Muhammad Ali coined back in the day when he was, the champion fighter. The rope dope is where he would get himself up in the corner. Okay, he would get himself up in the corner and boom, 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 boom. That other boxer, they beating on him, 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 and he looking like he about to go down because he ain't done let up not one time, and he just allowing himself to be pressed into this corner and be beat on. Do you see what I'm saying? But all of a sudden, when he realized that they done tired themselves out, he makes the decision to whoop and come out on them. And when he hit them with such force that he just about knocked them down right then. And he started going on them, and he usually would beat his fights. Okay, he would win his fights at that moment because he allowed that person to use up or exert all of their energy while he actually was preserving his. He was preserving his energy, and then he came out, and he named that the rope-a-dope. Well, I thought about that is what I have been going through over the last couple of weeks. Okay, so this is how the top of my month started out. I went on my vacation, y'all remember. I went on my vacation, but thank God I said to myself, Keita, bring your iPad with you because I know my iPad is what I use to be able to do my business. You know what I'm saying? My vision board workshop business, work my website, all of these things. I know that I need this. Well, thank God I had brought it because I ended up waking up, I think on my second day at 5 something in the morning, and I saw that I had an email. Someone was trying to schedule a vision board workshop with me. So I immediately jumped on. I sent the email letting them know I will reach out to you at 9 something in the morning, yada yada. However it is, during the rest of my trip, I was back and forth. Me and the person communicating. This was a company. We are communicating. We get everything pretty much lined up. I'm letting them know what I offer, and they're letting me know that they're gonna get back to me and tell me whether or not if their business wanted to go with me or not. And ultimately, they ended up deciding to go with me. Yay! Okay, they're going with me. We scheduled this whole thing for a certain date. Once I get back from my vacation. Well, I already done told y'all. On the last day of my vacation, I started feeling a little weird, And so, but I really wasn't, telling, but by the time I get home, I'm still feeling a little weird. So I'm trying to give it, a couple of days to see, okay, is this going to kind of lift up off of me? But by the time I get to the middle of the week, I can just see, this thing is trying to take me over. So I ended up, when I spoke back to the person, I ended up letting them know that, hey, can we go on a reschedule? Because they were saying that they probably would want to reschedule anyway. So I'm basically, now taking them up on their offer because I can see I'm not feeling good. And I just went on and honestly let them know I'm not feeling good. Now, mind you, I want this job, y'all. Okay, I want this job. Man, a number of people from their company have already began to pay me. They've already started paying me the money. You know what I'm saying? And so I found myself in a place where I was up against the ropes because I'm like, oh my God, because already the lady already pretty much letting me know, like, I don't think this is going to be able to happen. I don't think we're going to be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the procedure or the process, but probably basically like refund. And my brain is going through whatever. Or do you have other people that you maybe can send out? You know what I'm saying? Do you have another team of people? So, my brain thinking. I get off the phone with her. You know what I'm saying? I ended up, talking to a few folks, trying to say, okay, what can I get worked out? And I ended up calling her back. And once I called her back, I fought for that. I fought to keep this job, y'all. I fought to keep it. I sent the team out. I sent the team out, okay? This is what you do when you know you gotta do what you gotta do, okay? Because I'm building a business here. And all the time, when you building a business, all the time, you're not the one that's able to be there. All the time, you're not going to be the one that's going to be able to make whatever happen. So you got to have trusted people that you got by your side that can help you make it happen, okay? Like Muhammad Ali, he had a manager, he got a coach, he got different people to help him, you know what I'm saying, do the things that he need to do. So when he get in that ring, he can perform at optimal level. So this is what I had to do, okay? I had to come out swinging. So I pulled the team together. I'm telling folks, okay, I need you to go. I need you to do this. I set up everything, not feeling good, okay? I got to preparing. Once I got a little bit of energy as it was getting closer to the day, now, okay, I'm feeling a little better. I started pulling everything together, and we agreed that they would see me virtually. Once my team get there and they set everything up, then now they will call me up virtually and the people would be able to see me virtually and I would speak. Because generally, what I do is I speak first and then the workshop proceeds. Well, y'all, now I'm up against the ropes again. Because remember, I told y'all, during the time while I was sick, I was having a brain fog. I was even having it once as this was really coming off me. My brain was foggy. And so when I stand up there and I begin to speak, I'm speaking, but I kind of don't even know totally what I'm even speaking about because I speak about different things in different settings. If I'm somewhere where I'm here because of my books, I speak about one thing. If I'm somewhere and I'm speaking just because I'm speaking from a motivational standpoint, depending on who the audience that I'm speaking to, I speak in a certain manner. And when I'm dealing with these vision board workshops, I speak in a certain manner. But when I stood there before them in front of that camera and I began to speak, I wasn't speaking right, y'all. I wasn't speaking right. I was speaking now, don't get me wrong. But the direction and the topic and the thing that I was speaking on, I was not speaking right, y'all. I was up against the rope. And I can see that I was up against the rope. I could see that I was in the spirit getting swung on. I could feel it. I could feel that I was getting swung because I could see in the audience as I was looking out there, I could see that I was not grasping these people. I wasn't capturing their interest. Okay, but I kind of didn't even know what to do. But look at how God worked. Let me show y'all how God worked. The people couldn't even really hear me. They couldn't even really hear me because it was so choppy. It was so choppy. It was so broke up that they couldn't even hardly hear me. Okay, so I kept on saying, can y'all hear me? And I kept hearing my voice echoing back to me. So that was annoying me really bad as well. So I'm thinking like, oh my God, what is going on? Well, ultimately, y'all, once everything got stopped, you know what I'm saying? Once everything got stopped and they went on and they jumped into their workshop, which the whole process of the workshop is like 3 hours, okay, from beginning to end. The workshop ended up going nice. It did. I stayed on the entire time so I can communicate with my team and let them know any questions they wanted to ask. You know what I'm saying? They can be able to ask me, okay, what should we do now? When should we do this part? What, you know what I'm saying? How do you do this? How do we make this particular thing? Because I got different type of things that you make or put together or, help the people out with during the workshop. So they was able to talk to me and they was able to turn the camera to me so I could be able to look at them and watch the people and see how everything was going. And I could see that it looked like it was going okay, but still my brain was concerned. Y'all, the whole time I was sitting there, my brain was concerned about the beginning part. My brain was concerned about how the people probably felt about the things that I was speaking about. Okay, I was concerned about it. I was concerned. Well, what I had decided by the time the whole thing was over, I had made a decision. I realized that, okay, Keita, number one, what you were speaking about, you would never really speak about that again when you're having vision board workshops, because you know how they say there's a time and a place for everything, you know. So I realized immediately, you know what I'm saying, over the course of that 2.5 more hours that I was sitting there, I realized that it was meant to happen. Okay, it's certain things that's meant to happen. It was meant for me to get sick while I could not go and go to this workshop or whatever. It was meant for me to have to virtually do this workshop. You know what I'm saying? It was meant for me. It was meant for me to sit there, stand there and talk and be able to see that the people were not receiving what I was saying well. It was meant. It was meant for me to go through that experience so that I would realize that I needed to tweak. I needed to tweak my opening. I needed to tweak what I'm speaking about when I'm doing these vision board workshops. That I need to focus on certain things when I'm doing these workshops. Do you see what I'm saying? Certain failures, y'all. Certain failures or certain mistakes. But I'm going to say that I felt like it was a failure in a sense. I was sitting there feeling like it, but I was sitting there like I was confident, but on the inside, I was kind of like going a little crazy because I'm thinking like, oh my God, I didn't do good. I didn't do good. But is me not doing good? What is it going to do? Make me say, oh, well, that's the end of my vision board workshop business. I ain't doing it no more. No. I'm building this business, okay? And it makes me, y'all know I'm always thinking about people. It makes me think about people like Steve Harvey, like Tyler Perry, y'all. Y'all know I'm always mentioning them. Do you know how many mistakes those people made? Okay, do you know how many they made? Tyler Perry say he was whining and crying all the time after he'd go out there and do these plays and spend this money and drag people around. He couldn't even pay the people that he was having to be in the plays with him. He's spending up his mama credit card, all this kind of stuff to come back and not be done made no money. This man is rich, y'all. He filthy rich. He's rich beyond his wildest dreams. Do you understand? Because he cried, he wiped them tears off, and he said, shook it on off, and he got back out there every time. Steve lost his wife, his first wife. He lost his first wife, his kids, you know what I'm saying, not being in their lives. You know, do you see what I'm saying? Because he was out here on the road, living in the car, this and that, going from show to show, making $50 here, $75 there, $100 there, because he truly believed in himself that I should be a comedian. He believed from a little boy about in the 5th grade that I'm going to be on TV. That man all across the TV, y'all. He all across the TV, y'all, because he didn't let failures, okay, beat him down so much that he stayed down. So I started talking to myself in my brain, and I said, okay, Keita, you know what direction you're going to go in. Moving forward, you know what direction you're going to go in. You know how you're going to do this. Do you see what I'm saying? And I start feeling better and better about the mistake, about the I don't know, like I said, the mistake that I felt like I had made, the mistake I felt like that had happened, you know what I'm saying, in the opening of that workshop, I was feeling better and better about it because I had realized that I had learned a lesson, okay? That's how we learn lessons. That's how we learn lessons in life, from our mistakes, from our shortcomings, from our failures. Do you see what I'm saying? This is how we learn if we allow ourselves to. And then let me tell y'all, to put the cherry right on top of that cake of that whole situation. 2 days later, after the workshop was over, I ended up getting a review, a Google review, because I just happened to say, okay, let me go and look at my reviews and just see what's on there, because you know the reviews have started to come in, and I look on there, and a lady who owns the company who set up the workshop, she gave me a glowing review. And it was just like I had boom, had just knocked out the opponent. That's how I feel. I feel like, Keita, you did it. Because although that first part started out, you know, a little shaky, okay, I was around here being rickety in the beginning, ultimately, The reason for my company being here was for a vision board workshop slash team building exercise. And that was accomplished. Those people were happy in the end. And I could see that they were happy, but still I felt a certain kind of way about my opening. And her review let me know, don't worry about it because you did that. You did exactly what I hired you to do. You did exactly what we brought you here to do. And now I know what to do to make myself better as I move forward. Okay? So my point with all of this is to not allow your failures, your shortcomings, your mistakes to define you. Not allow your failures, your shortcomings, your mistakes to stop you, to hold you back from doing what it is that you want to do, from doing what it is that you need to do. Learn how to do the rope-a-dope, y'all. Learn how to hold yourself. Learn how to hold yourself just long enough until you get whatever it is you need to get together to come out swinging. Learn how to do the rope-a-dope, y'all.